There she comes.
Yep. Boy, you're in the right position, aren't you, huh?
Okay, guys, you got them all identified already?
Yeah, the big one over there is the sun.
Panama City. Big city, I'm surprised. Yeah, the Panama Canal.
No, I was born in a farm.
This is a Gaylord cut Panama Canal where they had to cut through solid rock. The only place it was that difficult.
The thicker leaves, and you'll have to watch for movement there. This is basically an all-green vireo-like bird. He's out to the right of it now. Hold still, please, in front. From right, dry tree just below us here. This is a classic bird of the canopy, and this is the most incredible look at a thing like this you can imagine. Often they're 100 feet or more up in a tree, and really tall forest. Color is also helpful. You don't need that every time with every trogon. But if you remember quickly, note the abdomen color, wings, and some of the colors. The colors can change from green tones to kind of blue greens.
Yeah, beautiful.
A little bit darker on the face, bold yellow. It's called slate-colored grosbeak. So there were at least 9 species in that flock. But what's very nice is that buffy streaking, and they'll come up and they're just plucking a whole chunk of the spike, and some of the seeds will pass through the digestive tract.
Pass it on.
Look at that shimmering in the sunlight, and his eye ring is just kind of dull, pale. Lady ant shrike all the way up in the palm on the left side. Throat. Oh no, it's a checkered throat. This got bombed out. Being faced with a decision here, I for one am definitely planning to ride right back up, eat a full hearty lunch, and probably take a siesta or at least a shower. Rainforest mobile.
Okay.
An animal that would tear up.
Termite nest up there in that tree.
No, they're leaf eaters.
Oh, no. Well, I bet they're going to move it by pieces.
That's right, too much until checklist time anyway. This is an amazing area, it really is. Down as we were or below?
That's where you guys were.
Okay, in that gully, that's good for me to know.
Yeah. I don't know, but we say like...
Is that one of those white things?
I don't know, what's the name of it, yeah?
Jeffrey's Tamarind.
That gray-headed kite was nice. I'm sorry he didn't stay a bit longer, but it was a big raptor with dark gray upper parts, pale gray head, whitish under parts. And I will. Yeah, they're just without even having to act nasty. They just everything else away. There she is back in the bougainvillea.
Down there's the hermit.
Oh,
See his
wow,
bell
wow.
now?
Oh boy, what a shot.
What a look. Oh, look at his
boy.
bill. I got his bill this time.
Oh,
And his
isn't he
face
magnificent?
pattern.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful,
wow.
beautiful. You're hanging there, hermit. Don't let them chase you away.
Yeah.
You got as much right
And
as
who's
they
the little
have.
one in the back?
Oh, I don't know,
I
but
think it's the violet belly.
wow.
Killer view.
Wow,
Killer view.
wow. If you didn't
All right. The boat-bill heron on the nest, right in the middle.
they'll never do anything more.
There's no sprig with the pink flowers that comes furthest down. He's kind of in the back part of it. Under it.
It is so odd. You go into the leaves and catch stuff. They can come up with things as big as lizards, for instance. Large insects, grasshoppers, lizards.
Here's that bus going down the hill. Going for the bay run here. It's called what?
The Cuipo, C-U-I-P-O. Soda bottle shape at the bottom and then the rings around it. Hollow.
Chocolate tree here.
They prune this one.
There's a cashew tree here.
Ah, did you find a cashew? Barbara found a cashew.
Feeding their young.
We're trying to get a mannequin here.
Two of them right in there, male and female. There's one on a stick about 2 feet off the ground.
Whoever needs a photo of Gatun Lake with those beautiful islands in Blue Lake, yeah.
Aliens are one of those boxes up there.
He's going to be the next one through.
This is the old French canal. Still being used. We're going to cross the lock
David,
now.
what luck. Okay, there's the frigates on the left.
Frigate birds over there. So we're going to cross this lock now.
Yeah, we have to cross.
They are prehistoric looking, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's fun to watch them.
Yeah.
Torment
So graceful.
gulls and make them drop their fish. Yeah, that's right.
Here's one.
Have you done the Galapagos?
No, I've never, and I never will, because I get seasick and I'm scared to go.
Well, they land on top of boats.
Oh,
Here's a locked door over here.
you big guys.
Open up and let the ships through. Here's the mule going up the ramp to pick up a boat and bring it back through. And there's a big ship up there. Big guy. coming through. Canal. This is an antique mule.
Well, I tell you what, I've seen the container ships go through with containers stacked higher than that, full of frozen hamburger from Brazil. So, you know, well, McDonald's, how many million burgers have they served now? Is it 13 billion or something?
They get their beef from Brazil.
That's all Brazilian beef.
He's puffing. Yellow-bellied Alenia up there.
What is that? Most of it is a beautiful plain wren. He's buffy below, no barring on the wings or tail much. Whiter throat and a strong white eyeline.
Ah, look at that wren singing.
Edge. Carlos is here with you if you have any problem birds pop up. I'm going to go just step over here. I want to listen and see what's singing that we need to fish for.
Ruddy ground dove there.
That are going over the lower branch going to the right, and then there's a little smaller, then it divides in the lower part going to the right.
Paltry that nest, you can see the bird's little head. That shaded ant shrike.
Dark ruby red eye and just hard all over, just like crazy. With the head that leaves the sea.
Look at her ground.
She may have heard something and then. This is fantastic. Thick ant shrike bill.
And his tail going.
Oh, there's the other Kiskadee that he just. Oh, it is the one with the silver beak. You're right. Yeah.
But the one with the silver beak is called the
Tanager?
Yeah.
Beautiful fork-tailed flycatcher.
How about that? He's a fork-tailed flycatcher. Don't let him get away.
Coming up to an incredible bridge. It's going to be very noisy. It's one way. Wooden rails on this bridge. Starting out at 6:30 a.m. and we're at the world famous Pipeline Road, which goes along a pipeline that was put in during World War II in case the canal got blown out to transport oil across.
There are only, of course, 6 species of kid.
Passion flower opening up before our eyes, actually. greatest road, is it, Dave?
It is not the greatest. Nasty thing about it. Okay, I hope that was the worst one. I think it traditionally.
And we made it. Researchers collecting butterflies, presumably. He let that blue morpho go right by him, so I guess he wasn't interested in that.
Kind of a neat little flower here.
It's a fail, is it?
This is hot lips with the fruit it produces.
Oh, who was there if you want to cross? Right. Piebald, I guess, is the official name, right? I mean, the word. Yeah, he's puffing. They're funny birds. You sit there and watch it, and he's slowly kind of blowing up and releasing. It's not dramatic.
I saw him.
See, this limb goes off here on this post tree.
Yeah.
It goes off
Oh, white
and then
wings.
breaks to three.
Another same one, plain brown. That's a lot better.
I want you to listen to this saw.
I love their song. The song ran. Egg or something that lays the egg right there. Horizontal or slightly concave enough to hold the eggs and it just sits on it. It's sort of like Dr. Seuss. Horton hatches the egg, and you remember the elephant, Horton the elephant sitting on somebody or other's egg.
I think I'm looking in the right place.
These holes are probably mott nesting holes. Beautiful forest setting on Plantation Road.
Black on the chin. Cool. Black mask.
This is behind. Oh yeah. Okay. No, this is a different one than we saw before. No.
This is Miraflores Lock?
Yeah.
Thank you. This Hyundai ship is going through the lock, going down now very slowly. You can see the
Now you can hardly see the
lock
Chinese
right
carriage.
behind it. These are the mules that pull the ship through the lock. Barely moving, but moving. You can see the ship's moving out now. The lock door is just about closed behind it. And away she goes.
It's about 80 kilometers from the
Back to Japan. Or Korea, I should say. The Hyundai ship is now in a lower lock, and the door is shut behind him, and they'll be lowering the water in that lock soon. The Hyundai ship is now moving out of the lower lock, as you can see. The Prudhoe Bay. He's connected to the mules. To the mule.
Yeah.
And they're getting him into the second lock.
They're doing something with ropes.
And a Panamanian captain get the chips from the Atlantic to the Pacific. And then the same thing in the Pacific to the Atlantic. The Panamanian captain have to take over the chips to go to
The little tugboat still attached.
the pilot.
There goes mules taking over.
Not yet, I don't think.
The lines are getting taut.
Mules taking over, but it's getting tight.
Much tighter than they were.
Maybe that's why I just toned.
Now check out the babe on the Prudhoe Bay. She's serious. Tug is now being cast loose. They're pulling their tow lines down. There they are, those big hawsers. And now the tug is pulling back just in the nick of time. Because here is the lock. Right there. There it goes. Goodbye, Hyundai. Now the Prudhoe Bay is moving into the lock.
Dimensions of a lot of these large ships are made to fit the Panama Canal. They'd be bigger if the canal were bigger. And of course there are tankers and super ships and things that are bigger that can't transit.
He missed. Attaching to the mules.
Now it's still in the water.
There goes the mule.
And they're throwing off to the other side too.
He's up there too.
Mules are
There's the babe. The babe's still there.
Mitsubishi mules. Mitsubishi electric mules. And the blue shirts
Now you see how they got mules on both sides in the rear to keep the thing in the middle, I reckon. There she's going through the lock as we speak. Or through the gates.
Now the mule is holding it.
And look at that mule going down that little hill. Wouldn't you like to be in that?
They got a big cog wheel under there or something?
Probably. Now soon they're going to be closing the gates behind that ship. It's almost fully in the lock now. Now you can see the lock is closing in behind the ship.
That lock is different than the other one.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? Closing the lock gate.
All the gulls are feeding for some reason.
That's different.
Now you can see the gates almost closed. Now you can see the Prudhoe Bay is gradually dropping as the water is let out of that lock.
Actually, it drops a hell of a lot faster than I thought it would.
And we've got a ship, another ship moving into the other lock. Now you can see the Prudhoe Bay is just about down to the level of that lock, and the other ship is just about in, and with that the show is over.
All this is new and everything. I probably haven't been here since 1982 or 3. So,
I know. Some of it. Oh, parakeets! Or swifts. Sorry, They're huge.
This is the Caribbean slope. And this is where most of the weather comes from. You can see the clouds down there. And later today they'll sweep up and over this ridge.
best luck I've ever had with that species. They really like to stay down low.
Might have a silky fly
You're
catcher.
looking too far to the right. Right there.
Took the net there.
No, it's very good because it's shiny, very shiny.
See the coffee beans being dried.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. No, that was fixed up that way.
Yeah.
So my body.
Right here.
Have you fixed something? Maybe you picked up some today.
Mimi and I were camping in the square in Los Farias, and we met the local kids and shared raisins with them.
My glasses.
Those shiny ones are rare.
How they managed yes, the silver ones, yes, they're very rare. And the gold ones are not so rare, but also if you go look for them at night, you never will find them. They only fly at night. Yeah, right. Put a white sheet on the wall, and then we come and land.
This is a giant
You have
water
to shine a
bug.
light.
He's got a big enough mouth. It's coral. You just need taken care of quite quickly, or you're just.
Eso. Es diferente. Es diferente. Vive en el monte.
Sí.
Cuando hay monte.
Okay.
Nada más. El daño es que no hay ninguna otra contaminación.
Sí.
He's got a funny little thing on the top of his head. It's in front of us, Dave. Well, we got one here anyway. Oh, did you see the top of his head? There's a funny little black and white speckled streak.
He was close at the right end for him. So he put him in the face for him.
So you like it.
Notice how much their head colors change with the sunlight. Sometimes they look kind of aqua, sometimes you get the goldeny wash.
Beautiful.
Who was that, the golfer, that bizarre thing? Yeah, they went up and all apparently passed out and just flew until the plane ran out of fuel.
His wife, or some family member was
It clearly was not real serious. He kind of lived away from it. It was just such a bizarre thing. His dad died in the last lap of the day.
Drive home on the quiet back streets and quiet back roads and just sit. They wouldn't believe it if I told them why either.
This actually looks a lot like the elegant trogon that gets into southeast Arizona with a very different tail pattern, of course.
Yeah. So what do you call this bird?
Collared.
One of
Trogon.
those in-quote species. It's a really complicated situation with tremendous variation in the sounds from one locality to the other. It may get split up. Split up. I haven't read yet why Atlapedes has now been, why some of them have gone back to Sorry, they're of course extremely beautiful birds. They're yeah, lineated going right.
Great Quetzal, look.
We're looking for a 6-inch diameter tree with a spot of gray lichens on the outside of the trunk. This goes straight above that on the vertical.
No. I think you must be to the left. It's just it's a dark trunk with yes, 12 feet above it. Wow. One thing to notice is that the long green feathers are not this bird's tail. The tail on this bird is white, and the green feathers come off the lower part of his back, hanging over the tail.
These are the little avocados the birds go after.
Now there it goes. Whoa! Wow! Wait.
I got that sequence.
You did.
Is that a male or female?
Female.
Female, yeah.
Female.
That's an avocado pit that's going through the Quetzal right there. The potatoes being grown up there.
And this gal just gets on my case about taking away her life bird.
Yeah.
You were going to count that as a life bird and didn't even see it well enough to ID. Got little seed eater types on the left side of the vehicle.
We can't see it, but that's a pepper shrike singing.
You went there with Kevin and Andy?
Kevin and
Rick Bowers. Right. It was a while back. Yeah. Yeah. I bet you saw it. I know that'd be one that Kevin would have really gone to lengths for sure on that.
But how well I saw it.
I think Ken is going to do like 5 or 6 of those.
Ken Hoffman?
Yeah. They're going to do like mammals, trees, butterflies, maybe dragonflies.
So I go to Scotland for a month and 2 months at sea.
There were some, but there were
I don't know, I haven't tried it.
Marie needs to know as soon as any pepper of any kind, paprika or sweet pepper, hot pepper, anything.
It's on the list of Central America, baby. That's why I have it. It's not on the list. It's not on the list as it is.
Beautiful, look at that upper one.
It's a female scintillant hummingbird there.
Look at that white mark of the cat.
No, those snowy bellies don't like the. These are crested or apendulas, and this is kind of a significant colony. It's much, much, much further west than any others have been found. They're a new arrival in this region, but seemingly have spread with deforestation.
Yeah, I like that. Looking for the spine tail, which we saw. Right behind that moorhen is a masked duck. How I've looked for that bird.